Alright, about ready to start. Give me just one moment to get the game itself pulled up. There we go. There. Okay. I've got actually quite a lot for us to do this time, so. So, to catch everyone up to speed on what I was, up to, uh, we now have Gladiator at level 31, which means we can unlock Paladin once we finish the class quests. We have Marauder at 24, so not quite ready to unlock Warrior, but almost there. And I leveled up Culinarian exactly twice, so could probably level it an extra time really quickly, but for now, we're just going to focus on the two tank classes we've been working on. We're going to start with Marauder because it'll be much quicker. Okay. Wow, the last one we did was level 10. Okay. Miku, I've gathered what information I could concerning the beast that young Sigurd bade you slay. Tales name this creature Kujata. Those who have witnessed Kujata in the terrifying flesh also call him the Stampeding Mountain, such is his immense size and bulk. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it, but to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step towards that distant goal, I send you to Blind Iron Mines. We have had word that folk are falling prey to the claws of the local Galagos. It is your task to protect the weak from these unruly creatures. Learn to channel the rage inside you and let your axe blades sing in righteous slaughter. Okay. Easy enough. Wow, there's just no fast way to this location, is there? I guess Costa del Sol is the closest? Hello, Jay. Good to see you. Oh, that's good. I've been really enjoying that show. I watched the first episode of Season 3 today. I stopped myself there, though. Been watching too much of it. I did do other things at all today. Unlike yesterday, where I binged an entire season. I'm starting to think this actually wasn't that quick of a way to get to this location, but I don't actually think there was a quick way to get to this location. At all. I bet these guys were in my hunting log at some point, but I've already filled that out through level 20 on Warrior. And yes, it only got me to level 24. It's pretty bad EXP after this. Like, it won't even get you halfway by itself after level 20, and it only drops off harder after level 40. Like 30 and 40, I mean. Marauder's good. Welcome back, Miku. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. Those guys didn't even aggro if you walked near them, but okay. Though your efforts are to be commended, there is yet much work to be done. Kujata, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Can't speak. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down those rapacious scavengers and preserve the cargo. And what if I decide that we're not doing this and I take an entire week to show up? What then? I would never do that at this point because I really want the abilities so I can continue leveling this class. There we go. Kind of amazed I'm not one-shotting these things. Still more? There we go. Okay. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. Creatures you defeated, however, were merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. To face Kujata himself, you yet require far more training, but do not despair, Miku. As Axe Master and fellow Marauder, this I swear, I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon, until that blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone. This menace will fall by your hand. I don't want any of that crap. I see you've been diligent in your training. You need not tell me in words, it shows in your bearing, in your unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your axe in service to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Aleport in western Lenosha. This monster is no Kujata, but the threat it presents to the locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning prowess. How to find this beast? Well, I'm fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Rainfred. He took up residence in Aleport some years ago and will gladly aid you in this task. With Rainfred's assistance, you are to track down this prowling danger and provide it swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true. I forgot how, just directly not interesting the Marauder quests are. And let me tell you, the Warrior quests do not get much better. They're not super interesting. One of Weird Zone's girls, are you? Why, I've known that sprat since he was knee-high to a... Well, he was always kind of a big fella. And now they call him Axemaster, eh? Not a subtle lot, you marauders. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble. What do you need to do then? Or what you need to do then is take yourself northwest towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The mean bugger you're after, his name's Patrapatin, by the by, will come running across the weeded plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory, see? So you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Oshan's blessing be upon you. Literally, the entire quest line so far is go to field, kill thing. Go to field, kill thing. There isn't even, like, a story yet. It's literally that. Although completing this quest gets us a new ability, which will be nice. What's been stopping me from leveling this class past this? Because I can't take this into dungeons without the ability we get from this quest. It's too helpful. I should probably talk a little bit about, like, how to play this class, but honestly, it is mostly unnecessary. You have a 1-2 combo. At this level, we have a 1-2 combo, an AoE, and then a buff that applies to 3 attacks. It is probably as basic as it comes at this point. I've been in contact with Rainfred. He had naught but praise for you, Miku. Oh, I only talked to him for 2 seconds. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There's one more task I would have you complete this day, a task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you have become. Report to Scapgim, where he waits on the bank of the ageless river, and he shall help you unveil the untapped power of your axe. Okay. Well, I can just walk out there from one of the gates. Which gate is that, actually? The Zephyr gate? Okay. You know, you wouldn't know any of the tanks are even good from the way that they play for the first, like, 20 levels of their existence. It really is just 1-2 combos. Maybe 1-2-3 if you get to level 26. Alas, I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I'd wager you know why you're here, too. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles Rotgeim had you training on. To crack this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Ha, Weird Zone wouldn't send you out here if you didn't think you capable. This one's heavy swing. This one. Wasn't that hard? Ha, would you look at that? And on your first attempt, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master with you. Was there a reason we had to do that step? Was there any reason at all that was necessary? I don't think there was. Okay. I knew you'd return before long. The deafening crack of a shattering boulder reached me even here. Speed of strength requires definition, and you'll have it in the recognition. You'll have it in the form of a new technique, adopted and perfected by our guild forebears. The tomahawk throws first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. Though we primarily focus on close-quartered combat, you will no doubt find that having a powerful ranged strike at your disposal greatly expands your tactical versatility. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kujata weighs heavily on your mind, Miku, but hurled swings lead to glancing blows. There's no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek, only a steady, measured ascent. Yeah, okay. None of that's good. In fact, he's probably just handed me nothing but garbage all day. Considering we already have leveling gear for this level. Yeah, nothing but garbage. Okay, this is the last of the warrior quests we have available for us right now. Miku, there's trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? The boy's grandfather, Neddard? Okay. But recently contacted us with worrisome news young Sigurd has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I'd have you attend to this matter. My sister, Solquib, awaits you at the Bismarck. She has been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. Oh. She's in the Culinarian Guild. Why is she in the Culinarian Guild? We have, like, a child to be saving? Ah, Miku, I assume you are here to discuss the missing child and not to sample a bowl of mutton stew. Yes, I'm here to discuss the time-sensitive topic of a child who's gone missing. Okay. First things first, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock on the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I don't know how we get that. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster instead and learn what more we can from Old Neddard. Okay, is there a reason we didn't just meet there? Oh my god. Fine. Why do they keep sending me to the middle of nowhere? How the fuck do I get out of this place? Ah, like this. What level is my axe? Level 20? Awesome. And this quest is going to give me the same axe? Awesome. In fact, I'm going to throw out the two... Oh, wow, we have more than 2 axes. God, we have so much garbage. Yeah, okay, that is better than what we have equipped. I forget where we even are in the main story. Oh, right, yeah, we're doing the Camp Dragonhead stuff. Which is what, level like 37? Yeah. Making through a chunk of the MSQ tonight, probably. I can't promise how much, but, you know, some. Especially since we have actually quite a few class quests to do. The current plan is to extend a little bit past midnight so we can do some crafter leveling. And of course, we'll be unlocking another class today, as per usual. Quest is that? Oh, Mist Unlock. Got it. There's housing districts in the game, and you have to unlock access to each of them. It's weird. We won't be doing that anytime soon. Thank gods you're here. It seems me grandson is caught chasing, or is on causing naught but trouble for ye. But surely you know how the lad is feeling, how he's boiling with hate for that murderous beast. And the last time when you came along like an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, it lit a fire in his belly. He must have got in his head to take revenge on the beast itself, daft little bugger. And he rode. Once he heard Kujata had been spotted near Aleport, why, he shot through that door like an arrow from a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg of you, find me little Sigurd before he gets himself stomped to death. That big bastard Aurochs has spilled more than enough of Mekin's blood. Course is clear. We must set out for Aleport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, Far Stim, okay, often stands guard at the port gates. You might know something of the lad's whereabouts. Oh boy, Aleport. You've seen a boy wandering about by himself. As a matter of fact, me and my fellow guardgate here just watched a young lad, trapezing off to the north. Wait, traipsing off to the north? We were arguing whether or not to abandon our post to bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so if you mean to head after him, pray do so quickly. Hells, I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. You'd be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. Okay. I think we'll unlock, probably Pugilist tonight. Oh, I gotta move Tomahawk to the proper button. It is, literally exactly what you think it is. I throw an axe. That's it. Yo, I was promised jackals, and these are not jackals. These are actually birds. Oh good, she's shimmering. Here. Must have been in a desperate hurry indeed to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across his wood axe, a tool the lad took from a shed perhaps, or from the stead perhaps. God's blow, Miku, over there. This is like the first actual cutscene we've encountered. We've been doing these quests for like 20 minutes. That's also what I'll do when I'm dying, is I'll look up and say, Miku, and then collapse. Oh, they don't stand a chance. God, these things are just melting. Oh, hello. We're in zone. He breathes yet. It is definitely not time to fight that thing. We withdraw from the Red Rooster's stead. Follow my lead, Miku. Yep, okay. That thing screams last boss of the quest line. Why do I keep leaving this way? There's like a whole path up there that's like way faster. Whatever. Oh, wait, we have a healer. Hold on. Oh. Okay, never mind. I was gonna help, but... Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Pugilist is the direction I want to go. Just because it'll use a lot of the same gear that I'm already using. Might do Conjurer, though. I don't know. The sooner we work on the DPS, the better, to be honest. Considering we still have 4 of them left to unlock. Maybe I do Thaumaturge and get it out of the way early. Wait a minute, hold on. There we go. You brought him home. I don't got words to thank ye. Well, it's past the worst of it. He struck his head on the fall, though, and it may be some time before he opens his eyes. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals when you did, I have done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned of the situation from Aleport, I realized the dangers were greater than I anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Pray accept my apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and yet your grandson now lies before you, broken and battered. You risked your lives to save little Sigurd. How's a man to find fault with that? It's me who ought to be begging forgiveness for the wounds you took protecting me, foolish boy. You needn't concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There's not more we can accomplish here, Miku. It's time to return to the guild and focus on other tasks. And with that, we are done with Marauder for the evening. Assuming this doesn't give enough EXP to level up, which it definitely will not. And even if it did, God, we have so many Gladiator. That's the one. Gladiator quests to do. Glad the lad will live, but I fear this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seeds, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be as spur to our own efforts. I say again, Miku, Kujata will fall by your hand, and I will shape you into the deadly weapon you need to be. Do we just have 2 of the same axe now? We do. Awesome. Get out. Okay. Gladiator. Okay, we have 3 quests to do for Gladiator. Let's try to speedrun them, I guess. I want to start MSQ by 10. Guaranteed. Sliding. There it is. Miku, I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As first sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from dangers that you were not yet ready to face. I did not know that Leovold had become the leader of the Alacran. Had he chosen to bear a steel at us, many and more of us would not have returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, and so I've ordered my best men to scour Thanalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. I have strong suspicions that he has been taken prisoner by the Alacran or worse. If there's any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report stated that he was tracking the Alacran near Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Miku, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe. Which gate is that? Gate of the Sultana. Okay. Wait a minute. Where is this? Okay. Did I finish the... Oh. Huh. We do have a new hunting log. Then. I'll be working on this between sessions, like normal. I actually don't know what you get if you complete a hunting log. I've never done it before. Oh, oh. As far as Gladiator is concerned, not much has changed, actually. We still have just 1, 2, 3 combo. And a buff, and a ranged attack, and an AoE. Gladiator also has access to this attack, which stuns an enemy. But it can't be used off global cooldown, unlike this, which stuns an enemy off global cooldown. Some fine swordsmanship, Miku. Mila, the first sword, certainly knows how to pick him. Even after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call her that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild, a wee lass who cried at the sight of naked steel, but look at her now. You'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much of a choice but to rise to the occasion, though with all the trouble Aldous got into 7 years ago. Selfish bastard, he should have never... but enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to Ul'Dan after a short rest. You go on and tell me that I'm fine. Okay. Thank you for spewing all of the information you know about the Guildmaster at me. I probably didn't need to pop sprint for this. Miku, thank the gods you're alright. I heard all about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time for yourself, and return when you've recuperated. But before you go, speak with Lulutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Miku, the very gladiator I was seeking. Lean closer, for I not have the others hear my words. Aldous sends his regards and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in Eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I've not divulged this information to the First Sword. As you may have gathered from their previous interactions, she's still rather upset with him and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. They would have made such a lovely couple. Ahem, forgive me. This was hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear of any rendezvous from me. Oh boy, Camp Drybone, my favorite. At level Camp Drybone, too, for, like, the quest we're on. Because you'd have to walk past a bunch of, like, very aggressive enemies to get to this quest objective. Interesting decision, Square. Or are the enemies up here aggressive? No? I remember these botfly swarms being aggressive, but I could be wrong. Maybe I just accidentally aggro them while doing the MSQ. Oh good, he's shimmering. I like a woman who keeps me waiting. It nurtures the sense of anticipation. It's been 7 years since Mila's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old goat through and through, but gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Mila's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. Oh, good. And who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys? Master Leovold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. Okay. Hello, Aldous the Discord moderator. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be slayed. Or swayed. She will be slayed in like 10 seconds. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Miku? Oh, like a proper boss. This cannot be it. God, that was so pathetic. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Mila has a woman like you to rely on. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever. Stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. I'll do what I can. Thank you. I know business with Leovold and Alacrin is everyone on edge, but it's almost over now. You have my word. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leovold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Miku. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. Alright, 1 of 3 done. Why are you staring at me like that, Miku? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alacrin's movements. I remain confident we will find them soon, though, so keep your blade sharp. Cannot equip gear to the head. Cannot equip gear to the feet. I'm just gonna not, actually. Damn it all to the seventh hell. This is madness. It's Aldous. He's been arrested by the Brassblades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so, and whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacrid must be behind this. They failed to kill him time and time again, and now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I don't want to believe women when he said that they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's women. He's a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find women and see what he can tell us. Aldous is many things, but he's not a murderer. Okay, he's by the Aetheryte Plaza, so... Didn't even need to check where this NPC is. He's used in so many quests. Wondering when you might come along, Miku. Frankly, I'm surprised Aldous went so quietly. He ought to know there's no walking away from this. You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leovold were two of the greatest gladiators to ever grace the Blood Sands, but he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average old Don loves a good Colosseum fight, and what a better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome. So when it got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine there was shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum. I am hiding that chat. Go away. Sorry, people talking in the Say chat bothers me. Your guildmaster Mila got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There's some oddities surrounding his death, too. It was rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have even been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look much worse. In the end, Mila's lost two of the most important men in her life and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leovold tried to go solo in the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save, though judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Ralger's bile. 'Tis a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it, I hear. Gods only know why they'd give it to Aldous. Could go to their headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalin and ask him direct, I reckon. I have an aversion to direct confrontation, personally, but you don't, do you? By the by, you should save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. Oh, good. I remember this quest objective, and I remember finding it annoying. And I found it annoying when I had flight. We don't have flight on Miku, at all. So... how do we get in there? We have to go, like, around. Okay, where is it? There it is. I want to get through here with, like, a minimal Corpse Brigade fights, because there are too many of them in this room. Oh, cool. The game heard me say that. And now it's aggroing every enemy in this room. I'm amazed we didn't pick up the aggro of that enemy. Oh, cool. He heals. These guys are both fighting. Yes, they are. Well, mostly, anyways. Okay, well, that was less bad than I remember, but still really annoying. Here you go, Mila. Where have you been, Miku? Aldous has been given over to the custody of the Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. This poisonous. You have proof that the Alacran purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Thank gods, you've done it. Quickly, we must show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go, now. Oh, goody. Near Camp Drybone. My favorite location. Could they execute this guy somewhere more convenient for me to reach? Like next to an Aetherite or something? At some point, we're going to have to unlock the sightseeing log. In fact, actually, there's a lot of stuff we haven't unlocked yet. Oh, good. He's shimmering. Why can't I drop down there from here? How do I actually get down there? Over here? Yes. The Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last... Huh? Who are you and what do you want? Look at these things. Oh, good. The old execution method is they literally just shove you in a big canyon. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of the gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Miku. Thal's scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leovold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal. And you, what are you waiting for? Do it. Where did that... Oh, hello, Mila. Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headsman's axe. The gods are to have blood this day. I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you would be willing to offer yourself in exchange. Yeah, okay. Goodbye. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it's punishable by death. I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. Should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Mila and the others need you, Miku. Leave him to me. Okay. Don't move or anything, Miku. Just watch him. Yep. Who was healing them? That one. Oh, they're literally falling out of the sky to try to kill me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I pulled too many enemies. That is what happened there. When you retry solo duties now, you get a pop-up that lets you, like, control the difficulty level. We're gonna keep it on normal for the time being. Just know, if there is a solo duty that I actively dislike later, we will be intentionally veiling it and, trying again on very easy. I have learned from my mistakes. God, these guys on the stairs are so wimpy. What's up with later? Why do they get like that? Wow, the Rogadin actually went down like really easy. Okay, goodbye. Why are these? Hold on, these guys are level 34. Oh, there we go. Aldous. You almost had me, Leovold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you've ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leovold. It's over. Like hell's it is, I swear. You will never know peace, not in this life or the next. I don't feel bad. I'm glad he's doing this. Goodbye. You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. And there we go. That is the Gladiator quests. They're pretty decent as far as class quests go. They've got some intrigue, some character dynamics, some fun stuff. Which honestly does make them among the better of the class quests. The best is still Arcanist, I think, but I know Pugilist is pretty good. Archer is like, it starts pretty bad if I remember right. I lost interest in it pretty fast, but the later stuff for Archer is really good. I'm glad you were there, Miku. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacran. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you need a title that befits your prowess. Now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No, the Evold may be dead, but the Alacran are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy I cannot enjoy the company of Ulda's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Mila. I've known to have this effect on the fairer sex. I should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility. But how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Mila. Don't ever change. Yes, there's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Miku. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leovold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite all that came of it, I to this day have no regrets. That was a weird fucking sentence. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell. Goodbye forever, Aldous. I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to do. What the seven hells are you looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you training right now? You think all it takes to stand in the blood sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No, it takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you and you alone who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? Oh, fuck, I forgot Miku made noises with her mouth sometimes. I'll take that. There we go. And now we have to talk to you. Oh, there you are, Miku. Perfect timing. I've just heard a juicy bit of gossip about, or that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember, you heard this first from me, the Sultan's Sworn Elite are sharing their secret skills and training of paladins. It's incredible, I know. The Sultan's Sworn have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of the officer track elites, then you'd have no chance to learn the arts, and competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Uldan Sultanate, which means no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more Colosseum, just languishing about in the palace all day and polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Now anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin. No memorizing 55 commandments of the Sworn or any other nonsense either. This is a golden, no, platinum opportunity that comes but once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers and regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the Houston Strip. Find the captain of the Sultan's Sworn Elite, Jen Lins is his name, and tell him how you're just dying to become a paladin. I don't remember what all happens in this quest. You. Yes, I am Genlins, member of the Sultan's Sworn Elite, and servant to the Uldan Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about training as a paladin. If so, I would have your name, good woman. I'm Hatsune Miku. Miku, a fine name. I bid you welcome, and salute your noble resolve, but if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what that means. Paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sell swords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held in secret, nurtured and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan's Sworn Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, mounted guards, and the knights, we are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan's Sworn, well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year, and we are a shadow of what we once were, and the Sultana turns to sell swords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we've been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. I swear to fucking Christ. If that is a fucking Free Company invite. I do not want a Free Company invite, ever. I hate Free Company invites. Do not invite one to me randomly by just looking me up in the player search and sending invites to everyone who's online. Don't do that. Just stop. Don't do it. Nobody wants to get random Free Company invites like this. If it's more personal, if you actually ask people if they want to join a Free Company, that's acceptable. Just sending the invite and hoping they respond, hate that shit. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Free Companies are kind of like guilds. They're just like groups of players. Comes with like a house that you can visit. That complicated. We'll get to housing eventually. And it comes with some perks, but at the same time, you're expected to interact with the people in the Free Company, and we're not doing that on Miku. Ever. I have a Free Company on my main character, one that I like very much, and I do not need to pour any more energy into a Free Company that I will only see once a week. See all this? Let's see. Where did I leave off? Because if I'm moving... Okay. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan's Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you will show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honor. In the ruins of the south of Little Alamigo, you'll find an iron brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flames. Slay those monsters and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present me their ashes as proof. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal of your heart, steel and blade. Okay. No. Yes. Jesus. I'm not doing that, ever. You're expected to interact with the people hard pass. Look, free companies can be a really positive force in the game. I like mine quite a bit. The problem is that I'm in one already, and I don't have the energy to pour into another one, you know? Oh, goody. I love having to walk past, like, 500 enemies. There we go. And you know, you're just in time. We're just getting to the end of the class quest portion of the stream. We had a lot because I've leveled quite a bit. It spawned one mage. Okay. Alright, leveled up. If you are in this place searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does the armor you wear, or the status you claim. I'm just another aging free paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the paladin. Here, you will be returning to the captain, yes? Then give him this crystal. Okay. The way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin, strong and true, devote yourself to the way, and become a beacon of light. Okay. Yeah, to sum up what I've leveled, Gladiator is now level 24, and we left it at, like, level... I want to say, like, level, like, 7 or 8. And obviously Gladiator is now level 32. Which, soon it will be Paladin. Eventually. Face the undead monsters who infest the ruins south of Alamigo and in southern Thanalan. Defeat them and return the proof of your deed. This. Yes, that's what I needed. Proof that you defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I have no doubt you'll prove to be an attentive pupil. That as well, for there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You are a paladin now. Custodian of traditions and ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, she travels all lands and in every place takes up the cause of unarmed and defenseless. You swear fealty not to a lord but to yourself. You are a nobility amongst adventurers. You have taken your first steps on your new path. You have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon surface carved... We're getting noticed. Let's see. Carve the deeds of paladins of eras past. She who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Bahamut's Fang, you already possess a crystal, and you say it was given to you by an unknown freak paladin who told you to hand it to me. Where is this crystal? Here you go. Curse him, he has made a mockery of the trial. That crystal you bear is indeed the soul of the paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan's Sworn. The man who gave you this soul is the very traitor from whom I have been seeking these many moons. He's the Outbreaker, or the Oathbreaker, who bent the knee to the Uldan Sultanate, and who swore allegiance to the Sultan's Sworn, but then single-handedly sullied our name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honor? On the Paladin way, the soul is polluted. I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as Paladin, the only soul you may wear is that which is bestowed by the captain of the Sultansworn. The traitor is no Sultansworn, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance, but God, couldn't have said it better myself. But through reigns long and short, our forebears and the Sultansworn have preserved these rituals and traditions, and we are duty bound to uphold them, even if men and women within our own ranks score them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultansworn in these troubled times, though I did not ask for this honor. I bent my knee to the Sultana and swore in fealty, and I will fight to restore honor and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met a traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you are able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honor binds you as surely as an oath. And with that, we have finally finished class quests for the evening. Over an hour after we started them. Oh my fucking god, it's cutscening me. Spirits within. What button is that? I actually don't know what skill this is. What is this? What? Hold on. Hold on. Paladin, there we go. Arm's length goes right here. And it's probably a trait. It is not. What the fuck is Spirits Within? Here it is. Delivers an attack with a potency of 270. Instant cast, 30-second recast. Probably put that there. I actually don't remember this ability. It might change appearance later, which is why I don't remember it. Anyways, we're switching back over to... Oh, both Scholar and Dragoon are the same level. Let's do Dragoon. It'll be harder for me to level Dragoon off stream. Let me pull up the MSQ list so I can figure out where we're going in terms of like story progress. There we are. We're on Talk of Kurthus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Onward to the main story, which we'll do probably for a little over an hour. I want to dedicate the last 20... Well, okay. I say last 20 minutes. I want to dedicate, like, around 11:40, 11:45 to doing another class unlock. And after 12, I want to do some crafting. Not like a ton, just enough to get another crafter up to, like, level 10 or something. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use, nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Kurthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I have another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. To the north, I see. Somewhere near here. Yeah, okay. Stone Vigil, and that one's Snow Cloak? Where's Smile Darkhold? There it is. I didn't realize there were fucking 4 dungeons on this map. Okay. We'll be doing all of those somewhat shortly. How many company seals do I have? Okay. We need like 5,000 of them to upgrade. I got us another tier higher in our free company, or our grand company, rather. We still don't have rank 2. Storm Sergeant 3rd class. Oh, there's Rancel. Do you mind? Goes there, Miku. No, stay back. The fiend's still here. Don't aggro. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, miss. Bless you. And we walk around the extremely aggressive dragons and do not approach them. Curse those fiends. It's as though we knew they were, or they knew we were coming. How do I check my my grand company? Actually, it's in the character menu, I believe. Profile? Yeah, we're corporal right now. I don't know what rank that is relative to what we need to work on the log. Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Leonard if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Leonard will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Leonard that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We've been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. That was a road to redemption. Okay. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. Reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at the Skyfire Locks not too long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Do we need that? Not particularly. I actually think we need more on Summoner. Definitely. And Scholar as well, obviously. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. It is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman, who works closely with porters who ferry goods across Kurthis, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. And now we walk south forever. We'll probably make it to the next dungeon tonight. I can't promise, though. I don't remember most of these quests, but I do remember that it does involve a lot of walking across this giant-ass area. Someone tampering with shipments. Fury, strike me down. If all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look. I'm a House Leonard man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't staying the porters what we're bringing the shipment did it, though I know most of them what work the trade routes and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellas that were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Okay. You. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries on House Leonard's shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. You're just gonna let me do that? Oh! There is one in there. And another. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harchefon, I will not be held accountable for this. That's the fun part about Ishgard, is that you get here and you realize that actually your main villain is basically everyone in power the entire time you're here. It's awesome. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries and every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Leonard's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many neighbors of House Leonard were heretics. At last, we can give the lie that these poisonous allegations and put an end to this misery. Or to this travesty. Oh my god. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to the Inquisitor Bridgie. Tell her that House Forton asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been concluded. Wait a minute. Where are they? Are they, like, back here? No? Up above? Yes, up above. I wish the up and down markers were a little bit more sensitive, because it is hard to tell where people are actually standing sometimes. What is it, my child? Lord Harchefont would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guilliarme presides over the Lord Francel's trial at Witch Drop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Helone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. I forgot that Sid and Alfino were here. To be honest. They've taken Lord Francel to Witch Drop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Miku, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witch Drop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guilliam in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Where's Witch Drop? Ah, thank God it's close. Question is, how do I get out that side? Do I just hop over the wall over here? Yes. I just hop over the wall. I will give everyone a heads up that there will be a Miku stream, like a Final Fantasy stream in August, that is not going to be Miku, but is instead going to be focused on brand new content in, well, this is an interesting setup, in the new patch coming out early to mid-August. I don't know when the actual launch date is, but we'll be doing the new Alliance raid day one and probably taking a look at some of the new story stuff. So just giving everyone a heads up that I plan on doing that. Yeah, far beyond Miku. Probably literally thousands of quests later. Hail, Miku. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Well, given the fact that this is a synced duty, you know, like a solo duty. Joacine Charlemel Francel de Halionart. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since my very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Helone to judge if you speak truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortome, I beseech you, stay your hand. You can tell that this is the only one I remember being, spoken aloud, because I know how to pronounce it. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Harchefont. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been concluded. Lord Harchefont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See I cannot. To defy the will of the Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Harchefont arrives, Miku, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Yeah, okay, I'll try not to literally gouge his eyes out, but, no promises. Hold on. You need to die first. Yeah, you can't tell, Ishgard's, like, really fucked up. This place was also teased as far back as 1.0, and people had never been able to enter it until, like, one of this game's expansions. There he is. Oh! Okay, I have the Wyvern's attention, but I can't actually damage it. Get over here. Okay, goodbye, Wyvern. I love that Harchevant, like, chased it for a while. There we go. It's not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hallianart. They've used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, and to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fervid imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the Wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Harchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust that you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Kurthus, Miku. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Yeah, okay. Sure. Lord Harchefant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're far too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hallianart. Praise hell alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Miku. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. The eyes of gods and men. God, we have barely moved. It took us like 20 minutes to do like 3 quests. To be fair, they were pretty packed quests. You look well, Miku. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortolm and House Hallianart shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Thank you, Harchefant. Finally. We're going to have to do a class quest before we're allowed to really do the next dungeon. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kurthor several days before the calamity. Yes, well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil, far in the northwest. A garrison almost certainly seized by the vessel, the garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Harchafon is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. Stone Vigil? Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by the decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamont of Whitebrim Front, and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Miku. May Helone guide you. Goodbye, Harchafont. See you later. We will certainly be seeing him later, I promise. Yeah, I think the guy that we're gonna have to talk to is like in this area. Yeah. I remember he makes us do some like fetch quest bullshit. I mean, who doesn't, but wonderful to see you again, Miku. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it, too, was once an outpost held by House Hallianart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillamont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Cravens who attempted to destroy House Hallianart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. Alright, and now we just have to walk for 7 years. We can cut a year out of it by going over there. By teleporting. He makes us do some Fletch West bullshit. It's a normal day. Yeah. This game, you know, despite how good its story is, it is still mostly fetch quests. Are we on the level 38 quests? We are. Oh, we're about to be on the level 39 quests, and we do not have a class at level 39. That's a little bit of a problem. We're gonna have to... Hold on. I'm gonna throw us into a leveling roulette real fast. This will be content we've already seen before, and it will set us back for the evening, but... there is not another option for us to move forward other than killing random mobs. There you are. You desire you desire an audience with Lord Drillamon, do you? Ha! I desire a night in the warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. I have 2 letters, bro. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Hautrefont and Francel. Is it a likely... Oh, here's Arius. What to do, what to do. I literally can't accept this quest. I did not know that the regular MSQ doesn't actually get you enough EXP to complete it by itself. I did not know that. So, oh, no. There's a dungeon we can unlock at, I think, level 37 or something like that. 37 or 38. It's optional, but I don't want to do it until we have to go there because there's a hunting log in that location. For, our brand company. We also need new gear, just in general. Wow, that did nothing for our EXP. Okay, 46, level 40, level 36? 39? We need to do, like, fates in this general region. We just need to wait for them to spawn, I suppose. Or complete one leveling roulette with, how much EXP we need. There's, like, no way we're beating that fate. We can start it and then have it, like, boot us. That'll give some EXP, especially since there's no other fates in this area. These ones are going to be close to level 50 because they're in the Ixal dungeon. Okay. Yeah, we're not killing this thing. We are for sure not killing this thing. Spinning enemies does nothing, by the way. I'm doing this for fun. Particularly at this level. Yeah, we need to survive another minute like this. That did so little, I'm actually considering withdrawing. I need to stay in the fate ring for like 30 seconds. Please don't kill me. 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 Okay, we got like 3,000 EXP out of failing that fate. Not very much, but it's EXP at all. The fates in this area are just like not spawning. I mean, like they're spawning just in the wrong spots. How about this? We duck into like a safe area like this. This will probably open. And we level Culinarian a little bit while we wait. We're still 5th in line, so. I'm just gonna, like, synthesize a bunch. Oh, I don't have Lenosian oranges. Okay, then we're gonna make something else that I haven't decided yet. Okay, we'll do jack-o'-lanterns. No, we'll do goby balls, actually. Actually, probably go for something easier like this. God, Miku does not have much money. You can make like 2 of these with what's on the market for it. What about you know what? I'm heading to the guild, seeing what we can craft out of stuff from the guild supplier. Maybe this? Maybe we can do this? Never mind. Q popped. Okay. Oh, good. We got something actually super short. Not a dungeon. I don't know that I even want to use my burst in here. Because the second I hit any buttons, he leaves. Yeah, okay. He left with 10 seconds left on the clock for our buff. If I have anything negative to say about Titan, it's that. He leaves far too frequently. Okay. That bard is getting out damaged by our healer. Who spent most of... Okay. Well, we leveled up. Once we unlock Bard, you'll see why it's really easy to notice when bards are not doing their job properly. It's like really easy to notice because you can see it directly on the enemy. Okay, we're leaving. I'll have to level Scholar so it can keep up as well. We're just gonna stick to Dragoon for tonight. Because I simply do not have the time to level both at the moment. I'd like to push the Stone Vigil, but we are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, there's 3 level 39 quests? Total? What? Something tells me that's not going to be enough EXP to level us up. I don't remember the MSQ being like this. They had to have cut quests out of this. They had to have. It doesn't make sense why there would only be 3 level 39 quests. Luckily, we can just unlock that dungeon I was talking about and do it early, and I can just do the hunting log for our Grand Company, like, off-stream. But that means I still have to queue for Cutter's Cry again. I'm pretty sure we can queue for Cutter's Cry. Like 75%. Anyways, let's do the MSQ for now. Your timing could not have been worse, Traveler. Lord Drillemont's attentions are so focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. Well, I've got good news for him. In any case, it's not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboys. Yeah. Sir Alboys can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom opposite the yard. Oh, hello, Alfino. What are you doing here? There is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the Stone Vigil without further delay. I don't remember telling Alfino that I was heading over here, but sure. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you he is mistaken. Lord Drillomont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Upstairs. Is there an... There is no way to upstairs inside of the building. You have to go outside into the cold and walk up the stairs and into a different door which leads into the same building. This is genius design on behalf of the architects. Truly. There you are. Are you here to visit a patient, madam? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortolman, Hallionart? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Godin. Oh my god. Guderno? He should know Lord Drillemont's current whereabouts. Thank you. Someone who's not giving me the fucking runaround. There you are. What reason do you have for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord Drillomont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare, as a whole, does not hold adventurers in high regard. You best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Hello. Sir Gordon... oh my god. Gort? Gouda. I'm calling him Gouda, like the cheese. Sir Gouda permitted you passage. Very well. Speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the 7th Dawn, Lord Drillomont. We know you know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Kurthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise. The airship, Master Sid Non Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Ah, this guy again. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. I should kill you. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake Stone Vigil, who should appear in the White Brim front but 3 mysterious strangers. Cid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mummer's farce. I should kill you. The 3 of you will not enter the outpost until we've reclaimed it, until you declare your true intentions as well. I'm literally telling the truth. You motherfuckers. Could be moons before House Durandare purchase the dragons from Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Cid, Miku, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillemont's trust. Understood? Did that get me a third of a level up? Because that's what we're going to need. It did not. Downstairs? Where the hell is this quest? Upstairs? I actually have no clue where the fucking quest marker is. Definitely not up here. Okay. Why would you have a fire at the top of the building? Heat rises. You want to put it at the bottom. What? There also a fire down here? No. You're the last responsible for that commotion upstairs. Word travels fast in White Broom Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillemont's mind. There's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here. It's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. Last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be quality meat, or a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danifin Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens the mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Okay. So the pass is down south. Oh, we can do that. I think. No, it'll probably kill us, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We couldn't even take a level 39 Fate boss, or a 34 Fate boss, much less a 39 one. Scholar is below its level, so we had better gear. We have like some gear that's good, but not much. Really is our jewelry, huh? Oh, let's try it. I can always run away if it goes bad. It's not going good. stun it for a couple seconds. I can, like, feint it, I suppose. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill this. Definitely not. Definitely not. No, there's no way. There's no way in hell. And I don't want it to kill me, frankly. Ugh. Dragoon's so weak we can't even fucking do the actual, like, fates at its level. That's so unfortunate. Do some of these down here, but that would be like 10 minutes of walking. No, I think the answer is going to be like Cutter's Cry. Just loading into Cutter's Cry. I don't know why there's only 3 level 39 quests. Like, clearly they've cut a bunch of this stuff out. That gave us 400 experience total. That's pretty bad. Ugh. Very unfortunate we can't clear that one. I like upgraded all of our jewelry, but I don't know. Jewelry's like expensive, and shops don't have a really good track record of selling it. Although it does not help that we have like vitality or like a mind and intelligence boost in here. Wow, we have like nothing. That's crazy. Didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near Mud Puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here up above. There you go. Don't ask what kind of meat it is. Oh, he likes it. Okay. Don't ask what it is. Is that a fresh cooked steaks? Hello's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud Puppy Beater now is the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. I love that Ishgard seems to just be starving the people who are doing all of their work for them. Everyone must be trying to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Senota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Luckily, I remember from complaining about this design decision earlier that she's up here and not down below. I thought. Oh, right. She's like a layer higher for some reason. Never mind. It's actually the girl downstairs. Of course. Naturally. Are you Senota? Who the fuck is Senota? I'm going a little bit insane with this quest. Who am I giving this to? There you are. Beg your pardon, madam, but I'm busy attending to this man. I'll be with you in a moment. Eat something! Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. This one. Might I have a word with you, Miku? It concerns the chirurgeons. Speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there's a way to alter their properties so they can draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it'll work. You could tell me fucking anything is possible with Aether and I'd believe you. Shit's just magic. Oh good, that looks like 3 ice sprites that I can just pick off. Oh, but they're higher level than me. Oh, we need to buff that move. How much XP are these giving me? Not a ton. How much XP would this guy give me? More aggressive. About 500. And we need 50,000. That's awesome. Why are they shorting us on quests the level before the class quest is available? That's like a big boost to your EXP. Did we unlock anything out of that class quest? Doom Spike. Ah, we unlocked the AoE. I see. Yeah, that'll be worth it, dropping everything immediately to do it. 50,000, this gives 20,000. That's not bad. We're still missing, 30,000 EXP difference. You tend the cores, here you go. Take them. An amazing device, but is that truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure of what to make of this machine. While it's certainly impressive, I've no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it's as effective as he claims, it'll be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts and wondrous and strange, for this generosity comes at a cost. You again! Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as-of-yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. Oh my god, you're still on that bullshit. I really should kill you. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation offered by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Come on. No! We're 20,000 EXP short. This is so tragic. Yeah, okay. We're gonna try to do a fate. We're gonna see how much EXP that gives. So once we get to level 40, there's only 4 level 40 quests. God damn. The EXP drought is unbelievable right here. I don't even have, like, a daily to QS for anymore. I guess we can go unlock Cutter's Cry? It'd suck without our AoE, though. It'd be, like, really bad without the AoE. At the very least, we're getting closer to the end of the MSQ. We're getting into the last quest chain for A Realm Reborn. There we go. Luckily, like, normal enemy-focused fates are pretty easy. Don't really have to worry about these ones as much. There. 3,000! Oh, no. And we're out. Okay. Do some of these quests give EXP? I know that they might. That one gives 4,000. We still have, what? Under 20,000 to go. A little over, I think. Yeah. Sure, why not? While we're waiting for fates to spawn. Oh. God, this one's gonna be so easy. It's basically like doing MSQ. I kind of forgot that there were other side quests we could do. I was like, what? Where am I supposed to get the EXP from? Here. I'm supposed to get the EXP from here. Does it have exactly 8 spawns that I have to pick up? It'd be really cool if they just let me repeat this one 5 times. Yes, it's exactly 8 spawns. That's funny. No. 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 You can attack me from the ceiling? Huh? Oh, I have to take it to the house up here. Learned something new today. Auto attacks can reach you through ceilings? Apparently. Here you go. Give me my EXP. Take this. Get away from me. This is a quest line. Don't really care what he has to say. Oh my god! Yeah, okay, we're doing this one as well. Huh. I didn't know these also gave jewelry. I did not know this is how you were supposed to get jewelry in ARR. Normally, you just get it dropped from dungeons, but dungeons in ARR are really stingy about jewelry. Okay, so now we have to kill 6 of these. I'd actually have to go around and find where to get some good jewelry then while I'm leveling other classes. Because, okay, let me tell you this. Side quests are not a good source of EXP, generally speaking. They just aren't. They're really bad for it. As you see, like, ones that are around our level are only giving 4,000 EXP. Total. Thank God these goobos don't actually try to fight me. Oh my god. Are you fucking for real right now? The sentries. So, in the buildings? In the buildings. Take these, please. I don't want them. Thank God this is the one for the jewelry. Let's do this one and then this one. Nope, no thank you. I actually don't want to fight a crocodile. I have to fight a crocodile. Can you leave me alone, please? At the very least, the one that's further away. Okay, well. Get up here without angering that crocodile. Let me jump, thank you. You. Take. I definitely think that they removed a bunch of quests in this quest line. Like, there's no other explanation to me for why the level 40 section of the game is so quick. And it just, like, does not give you enough EXP to get through it. That's insane to me. Later expansions will give you more than enough. Okay, give me this one, please. And you. Found a ring. Goodbye. We're still quite a ways out. Oh, this one we can just teleport to. That's actually really easy. You. Take this. Okay. We need, like, 3,000 more EXP. Oh, that's like a guy. Sure? This one seems to do, actually, or it seems to give us quite a lot of good gear. Huh? Why do you want me to go to Thanalan? What? I mean, it's fast, and it'll get us the level up we need, but why does he want me to go to Thanalan? There we go. What do you unlock? Cutter's Cry. Sure, we'll unlock this. Time heals all wounds, or so say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard of the Darklight Raiders into Cutter's Cry, but not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day. Jeribald the Red and his loyal second, Our Bryce, Stillwater, Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and a jest, and our ever ireful mage, Chiron Zabron, as quick to cast as he was. Do you have a point? Though it's hard to fathom now, what with all the adventurers scampering around like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when in need of blade, and the Darklight Raiders being the biggest among them the bands. Ishgardian-funded forays into hellish pits like Armvale would earn us king's ransom in a matter of days, though it would take only a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses, but so was the life of a raider. That is, until we took a job at Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I had stood against the herds of giant buffaloes in Ogomoro, snurble infestations in the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the... God, this guy has no point! The Chimera, the bard still sing of the day, the seven of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of that forsaken place, but only saw one return, Sibold the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to enter, or to despoil the Chimera's lair. Ah, but my apologies, you do not come to hear the goat-ridden ramblings of an old man. Perhaps if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor, the final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through 7 gates in each of the 30 summers Oh my fucking god, he has no point. I'm not reading this. I'm not reading this. I'm not reading this. Bro has no fucking point. We'll unlock this. We'll queue for it. It'll be our dungeon for tonight, most likely. And then we'll see to unlocking a quest. I was really hoping we could get to Dusk Vigil, but clearly I need to do some roulettes on Dragoon and Scholar for that to be the case. Although we're definitely clearing this tonight, because I don't want to run roulettes and get a chance of getting this thing before we're actually, you know, completing it. Or ready to complete it, I suppose. Okay, here you go. Unlock Cutter Cry for me, please. Sounds like the living sort of, that's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it, sure, go right on in. You're certain of your ability to make it out in one piece. Don't expect me to go trotting in there after you, no matter how hard you wail and holler. Yeah, okay. Everyone in this quest line has too much to say. I want this one. And we have to do our class quest real fast before we go in there. Otherwise, people are going to kill us for not having our AoE. Because, God. The fact that Dragoon does not get one until level 40 is tragic. I'm pretty sure it's the latest. It's like the one that takes the class that takes the longest to get it. Other than no, Sage's is a little bit later. Sage's is at level like 44 or something. But that's because Sage's is broken. Sage's AoE is no cast time, hurts all enemies around the Sage using it. And whereas Sage's normal attack is a potency of, I think, 180 in a Realm Reborn, and it gets upgraded later. The unspoken rule of thumb of AoEs is that they're normally only worth it to use if there are 3 enemies. And Sage's, the math works out where it is worth it to use it if there are 2, because it is 160 potency, only 20 less. It's crazy. Grows ever stronger. I speak more than just of the flesh. Are you slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azure Dragoon? It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my presiding feeling is one of relief. You must understand the mere thought that the Eye would choose an outsider, one who ill comprehends the threat posed by the dragons, filled me with the gravest of misgivings. Yet you have. But I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now, during our last lesson, I enlightened you regarding the origins of dragoons. You will recall how Haldrath heroically triumphed over the great worm Nidhogg, and how Ishgard came into possession of the Eye. Tell me, Miku, do you believe that these events truly transpired, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask because few folks have seen the dragons in the flesh, besides we Ishgardians, and most would assume, or would as soon dismiss them as products of the imagination. Alas, dragons are less real than you and I, with Nidhogg perhaps the most real of all. In the course of history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgardians is spilled. Let us revisit the past once more, Miku. This time, 20 summers passed in the place Dravania. Oh my god, another fucking story. After a century in slumber, Nidhogg, oh my god, Nidhogg awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground, their inhabitants reduced to smoldering ash. This is going to be forever. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, others of his kind began to rouse, and it's in such numbers to blot out the sun with their wings. A deep, foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard. Raging infernos, painting the belly of the sky in angry red, the agonized screams of innocents fighting into deathly silence. In my station as the Azure Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all the horrors, but there was no time to offer even a silent prayer. Nidhogg lingered in one place, only long enough to lay it to waste, and when he took wings, so too did I pursue him. A man possessed. The game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed like an eternity before I found myself face to face with the Great Worm. The battle unfolded in a tiny settlement on the edge of Kurthis, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realized that it must end now. else it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my my last ounce of strength, I wagered it all in a single thrust. My lance struck home, burying deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth. In that instant, I thought myself surely doomed, but Helon was not finished with me. Having lost the taste for battle, Nidhogg let loose a blood-curdling roar before fleeing into the sky. The battle was over. While I did not perish from my injuries, they rendered my body unfit to bear the power of the dragon, and I was the Azure Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people that I had failed to protect. Last conflict. God, this would have been a good moment for the Echo to maybe show me this. The last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Estinian is one of them. Sole survivor of Ferndale, the final village to suffer Nidhogg's wrath. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing I could. I took Estinian as mine own son, instructing him on the way of the Dragoon when he was of an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born not of compassion, but of guilt, my guilt at having failed him. But alas, I also failed him as a father, for... Oh my god, I skipped that one on accident. God, it's so much. For what manner of man did I bring him up to be? A thief to endanger the life of his countrymen. Though we know little and less of the minds of the dragons, it is conceivable that the disturbance surrounding his stolen eye will rouse Nidhogg to awaken once more. The kin have already stirred from their slumber, serves as fair warning of that. Time is not on our side. Fortunately, it would seem you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to Witchdrop, where the knight Hustine awaits your arrival. My nation is depending on you. Oh boy, Witchdrop, my favorite location. I don't know what's with the characters recently and telling me really long-winded stories, but that's just kind of what they've been up to, it seems. Once we clear this quest, we can queue for Cutter's Cry. Call it good after that. We'll do some crafters maybe after. I don't know if I'll have time, actually, to be totally honest. Because I still want to unlock a combat class, so I can level that past its initial 30 levels. Are they in? They are in. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh my god. That was terrifying. Why do they have to put the quest NPCs right next to really hostile mobs? You're the one who inspired to be the Azure Dragoon. Why, you're not even a Vishguard. If you would truly possess the power that Sir Alberic sees in you, prove to me with your lance. On guard. Oh, good. Oh, yay. This motherfucker's... Oh! There's so many people here. This would be a really good time to have, I don't know, an AoE or something? Okay. That strength. I had not seen its like since the Stygian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Alberic has the right of it. After all, return and show your crystal to him. I've no doubt he'll be pleased. Okay, and we're done. Thank God the Dragoon quests are mostly pretty easy. Except for the level 45 one. All level 45 job quests are annoying. Just as a heads up. All of them. There is not a single one that is not obnoxious as sin. Hold on. You can take me down there without me paying attention. The observatorium, please. And Cutter's Cry. Yeah, now this fate spawns, of course, when I don't need the EXP from it directly. This is the exact one I was thinking of. I was like, normally there's a bunch of goobos attacking the front gate of, what is this, the Camp Dragonhead thing? I passed by that fate, like, constantly, and I was like, yeah, that'd be, like, a really easy one to do. Didn't spawn once while we were trying to do fates. You. Get another trial with flying colors, Miku. The day when you may stand before Estinian as an equal is not far off. And when that day comes, the eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of this. But we must be patient still. For now, you must continue your training. When you can do more on your own, seek me out once more. It's funny that he tells me when you can do more on your own and then he keeps locking items from me. Okay, now we can queue for Cutter's Cry. And I can put this somewhere where I actually want it. Probably, like, right there. It's awkward because there's gonna be another hit in this combo. Probably put it, like, here, honestly. Not only is Dragoon... Like, does Dragoon suffer in terms of, like, AoE access? Because, of course, they do. Dragoon also suffers in the way of, like AoE quality as well. This AoE is a straight line in front of you. Most AoEs are a circle around the target. Sometimes they're like a weird egg shape. You never really get to see the hitboxes. This one is a straight line in front of you, and it is the most awkward kind to set up. You have to rotate yourself around constantly. I'm amazed this queue is actually taking this long currently. Goobers to kill? Figured I'd do that one because I spotted it, you know, and we're still going to need a bunch of EXP. Now, let's walk over to, back to where Sid was, and, I guess continue the MSQ while we wait for this queue to pop. Never mind. The queue popped right now. We give ourselves an orange juice button, so I remember to hit that the second we get into the dungeon. So we can get that sweet 3% EXP buff. Of course. Of course they have. Still don't have any poetics. We'll get to what that means when we get to what that means. Oh, we've shown up here kind of late. The guards are all dying. And there we go. We are into Cutter's Cry. Now, this dungeon is really weird. It's a very non-standard FF14 dungeon, is what I would call it. It'll have its moments where it'll look fine. It'll look normal. Oh, right. Eat food. Do not need the orange again. There we go. So, Cutter's Cry is, like, layered for some reason. It is a dungeon that is primarily vertical rather than horizontal. Very weird place as far as the game goes. Of course, only conceptually. I believe in the code it is, just rooms that it's teleporting you between. And then I believe right here, it'll turn into like a sort of a corridor like normal. Yeah. This one's always an odd one for new tanks, because it is a really easy dungeon to make a wrong turn in. Okay, so this boss is really funny because it'll pretend to have mechanics, but I promise you it does not have them. Why did we attack the marshal? We didn't need to. Half gloves, no earrings? I'll read on the earrings. Actually, hold on. No, we don't need earrings. We won't need earrings until level 90. We will not need these. I'm passing on them. So, this area is really funny. Because, all of these enemies are optional. All of them. The exit to the room is just right here. So you don't actually need to fight any of them. They are required for a hunting log later, but as far as I can tell, this dungeon can be soloed with Warrior, I think. You can just make it down here and kill them on your own. And then we're at the next boss. There is no lead-in to the second boss. It's really funny. Am I the only one who made it? Yeah, okay. They knew. Ow. And he's gone again. This time we want to head to the sides. Try to suck everybody in. Oh, our healer is dead. I am actually amazed that they did not die. Why do I have aggro? They're not gonna... Okay. They're just not gonna heal me? I might die from the slug. There we go. Yeah, I just want, like, all of the gear from this place, actually. I know that it's, like, slightly worse than the gear from the dungeon that we'll be getting later, but, you know, more opportunities to get at-level gear is nice. Oh, okay, we're going this way anyways. This way is a dead end. There's a chest over there. So, like, you see how line AoEs are bad, right? Rather than normal AoEs. I have to, like, position myself properly to, like, actually be able to make advantage, or take advantage of something that every other class can do, like, effortlessly. It's terrible. I would kill for a Dragoon rework. Okay, we're at the boss. Immediately after this. The big thing with this boss is you want to watch the chat, because information on the boss's next attack will pop up in the chat. Now, will they wait to pull for us to watch the cutscene? Blue, out, out, out. Okay, sure. I guess that hit me. Sometimes we in the game have different definitions of hit. Violet, in. Violet, in. So now it's going to... Oh, blue, out. Sends this ball after you. You just have to, like, ignore it and run away from it and not touch it. Blue! Okay, out, out, out. Ah. Oh my god, me again? Why me? Ah, we didn't get the limit break it. Oh well. Pretty smooth run of Cutter's Cry, all things considered. Ah, well, they have given me all the garbage. Read and read. There we go. Awesome. We basically got a whole new set of gear in there. We didn't get a new lance though. We kind of need one of those. Okay. Well, now we've reached the end of the story portion of the night. It took a bit of doing, but I did end it with a dungeon, so that's something. Next time, we will likely be doing the next 2 pieces of content. Maybe 1. We'll see. I'm gonna try for 2, though. For now, let's unlock another class so I can get it, sort of get the ball rolling on it. There's 2 classes that I actually want to do right now. The first one, I want to go to Ul'dah for it. One thing that I keep finding myself in need of and unable to purchase because Miku does not have very much money is potions. And, so happens that you can make those. An adventurer, one of my favorite kinds of people. I find your unquenchable thirst for exploration neatly complements the burning hunger for sagacity that marks our dedicated members. Welcome to the Alchemist Guild. Though I hesitate to define alchemy in such narrow terms, our main field of expertise is the concoction of various potions and elixirs. There are salves to treat all manner of inflictions, not to mention miraculous libations that enhance the imbiber beyond her natural physical limits. Are you Thancred? You look like Thancred. As an adventurer, I'm sure you can appreciate the eminently practical applications of her work. What say you, madam? Care to take up mortar and pestle and join our ranks? Wonderful! Now then, allow me to give you a brief history of the guild before we tackle official paperwork. Though alchemists are presently known as the quintessential brewers of potions, the profession itself arose from a desire to achieve an as yet unrealized ambition. The original driving purpose behind our art was, and perhaps still is, the discovery of a process that can transform base materials into gold or silver, and the mystical medium through thought necessary to effect such transformation is the Philosopher's Stone, which itself is believed to have Panacean properties and be capable of bestowing eternal life. Though success yet eludes us, years of endless experimentation towards this golden goal had the initial unintentional consequence of unearthing a wealth of knowledge in the field of alchemical medicine. Regretfully, alchemy's potential to enrich the lives of the masses was first met with a wave of distrust, as if our ability to create helpful compounds was akin to dabbling in back-alley witchcraft. The profession eventually gained credibility in Ul'dah through its integration into traditional medicine by Frondale's Fronistery, and an institution known for producing respected physicians. Once the city's shift in perception became known, budding alchemists wishing to study without fear of persecution journeyed to Ul'dah from every corner of the realm. It was not long before this gathering of inquisitive minds banded together to form the Alchemist Guild. Thus, while our organization is intensely focused on perfecting and sharing the fruits of our research, it is also of paramount importance that we uphold the reputation of alchemy. Alchemy itself is a legitimate discipline. Would revel in the secrets of our art, then you must be prepared to shoulder the responsibility I've described. Take a moment to dwell on these words before you truly enter the world of alchemy. Yes, I would like to be an alchemist. Excellent. Allow me to direct you to our guild master. Gaining his approval is the last test you must pass before becoming a full member of the guild. You will find Guildmaster Severian tending to his experiments at his personal workbench. I must warn you, he's a rather intense individual. Pray choose your words with care. So, as a bit of a spoiler, these are the best quests. out of the crafting quests. What? What is it this time? You must be the merchant's lackey. Come to bring me imp wings. Let's have them then. Not a lackey. An inspiring alchemist, did you say? Speak up and pray that I heard you awry. Yes. Did that babbling fool Dietrich send you to me? I specifically requested that I be disturbed for nothing less than the coming of a second calamity. Do I appear as a kindly mentor to you? My research demands absolute and undivided attention. Now be gone before I am forced to... But wait. Perhaps I can... Yes. You may be the very assistant I require. I've had a change of heart. Congratulations. I approve your application to the guild. It is with great pleasure that I welcome a fellow seeker of knowledge into the fold. We can dispense with the interminable initiation ceremony, yes? Here is your first alembic. Try not to drop it, for there is much work to be done. Yes, much work. Alright. Now, we can equip this. Hold on. There we go. I see you've managed to take hold of the alembic without injuring yourself. An auspicious beginning. Let us see if we can continue this trend of unexpected success. For your first lesson, I want you to use your weathered alembic there and make me a bottle of distilled water. Distilled water is simply the end result of purifying murkier sample of life's most vital element. As such, it provides the perfect introduction to one of alchemy's most fundamental processes, taking a material and refining it into a purer form. To perform this rudimentary exercise, you shall require a pail of muddy water and a water shard. The impure water can be purchased from the supplier standing near the entrance to the guild. The name momentarily escapes me. Esmenet? Yes, that was it. If it happens that you find this basic task beyond your abilities, mayhap alchemy is not the discipline for you, which would be quite upsetting, as I detest the thought of having to select a new assistant. Try not to disappoint me. Well. Don't need any of those. Crafting log can go there, and we're good to go. You. We need a pail of muddy water. And just like that, we're level 2. Come on. There we go. Your task is to provide me with 1 bottle of distilled water. Come, we are wasting time. Purchase a pail of muddy... Okay, here. Take it. Magnificent! Your transformation into an alchemist has begun. Do you understand the liquid treasure you have made? Yes, it's simply water, but now possessed of almost limitless potential. In a properly distilled state, water provides the base ingredient for all manner of wondrous concoctions. On the other hand, a potion created with impure water is not only unlikely to have the desired effect, it may very well poison the imbiber. Look well upon the substance you have refined. See how crystal clear it has become. Not the most flavorful of libations, but still refreshing to pour over one's head on a stifling summer afternoon. Tell me, how did you feel the instant of its purification? Such a fine result must have sent thrills of excited satisfaction down your spine. Yes, I know well that sensation. The clean, pristine drop from filthy swill. It is a miracle born of mortal artifice. Nothing can compare to the rush of triumph in the moment when the physical laws bend to one's will. Nothing. The greater your mastery of alchemy, the more ecstatic that feeling becomes. Go, fill your chambers with bottles of distilled water and revel in each success. I return now to my experiments. When next you disturb me, I shall expect your skills to be worthy of a guildmaster's chosen assistant. So the idea is that we're going to slowly but surely unlock every quest or every crafting class and get it to at least level 10. Now we have one final order of business for the evening, and that is unlocking a new combat class. I will be using Alchemist over the next few days, so we can ignore it for now. We need to unlock a new combat class so I can actually level that. Our options are Pugilist, Rogue, Conjurer, Archer, and Thaumaturge. And I'm thinking of doing Pugilist. Pugilist eventually turns into Monk. I don't know. It's punching things. I'm not very good at Pugilist myself, but I like the quests for it, so. Greetings and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. We Pugilists are specialists in hand-to-hand combat. Through rigorous training, we forge devastating weapons of our fists and feet, which we employ to great effect in battle. There's no better place in all the realm to train our discipline than here. If you would walk the path of the Pugilist, I highly recommend you add your name to our roll. What say you, friend? Decision you'll not regret, but before we proceed to the paperwork, it's essential you know about our past. Since time immemorial, man has used whatever has been at his disposal to settle disputes. In the beginning, that meant fighting with his fists. Such hand-to-hand combat existed in various forms throughout Eorzea, each evolving independently of one another. The origins of pugilism as you know it, however, can be traced back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many songworthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in the Gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested the lot of them. Word of her feet spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practice here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she built. And there it is, a brief history of her guild. I've been told this tale 1,000 times, but God never fails to fan the flames with my fighting spirit. Now, before we can proceed with your enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know when you're ready to meet him. Ready to meet him? Yes, we are. Master Hamon is among the greatest pugilists of our times. For long years, the man has ruled the Blood Sands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training aspiring fighters. You will find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Past time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer. Never was. I'm not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods. Uh-huh. What? You're here to enroll? Oh, well then. Why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as Guildmaster, I would be glad to give you a primer of the art in hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as the blade, it hardly matters when you land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we can more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can a pugilist realize his potential. Crikey, I've spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more, lass. It'd give me a chance to catch my breath. But where was I? Right, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe me? Do you believe you got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Uh-huh. Yes, you have fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, lass. To help you on your way, I'll add some names to your hunting log. Opponents, you might hone your skills against. And so as to make a budding pugilist of you, here's your very own pair of Hora. They're a tad old and rusted, but it'll serve to make you look meaner, I reckon. Now, I have a mind to assign you your first lesson. Arm yourself with your weapons and let me know when you're ready to begin. And that is Pugilist Unlocked. As always, we're going to do the first class quest. And then we will call it good. I'm gonna want it next to Dragoon. Oh, right. We should probably, like, accept it. And also equip more gear. There you go. Looking at every bit of Pugilist class. Now, learning can commence. Your first lesson, I want you to test your fledgling skills against the vermin of Thanalan. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, 3 shrews. Turn here when the deed is done. Now, this goes without saying, but I expect you to fight using the horror I just gave you. It counts for naught if you skewer the beast, use with the spear, or fry him with a spell, I say. Okay, let's see, we'll need, need the limit break button, and the mount roulette button. As always. Pugilist is literally exactly what it sounds like. You punch. That's it. You eventually have, like, some chakra stuff you unlock. I don't know. I'm not very good at this class, and I've never leveled it past 50 on any character, so... Huh. I don't have to actually fill out the hunting logs of this class? That's weird. And the other one... over this way. Here we go. Ah, there we go. We unlocked our next class, or our next ability. Since it's a melee, obviously combos are a big part of it. The way that Monk works is odd for a melee. You typically will find yourself locked... Oh my god, we're already level 5. You'll typically find yourself locked out of using abilities if they are not ready to be used at that point in the combo. That may sound like the class plays itself, but it is weirdly complicated in that regard. I don't exactly know how to explain it other than the monk timers get weird. Oh, you're back, and none the worse for the exertion. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. So get out there, Miku, and let your fist fly. When the time is ripe, we'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Well, good news. We're level 5. You've been training hard, Miku. I can tell by the lightness of your steps and the strength in your fists. I reckon you're already ready for your next lesson. But before we can begin, some warming up's in order. For this, I've scattered some gil across Ul'dah. I want you to run around the city and pick it all up. Now, that's my money lying out there, so I want you to go about it like there's an Amalja war band on your heels. In other words, I want you to sprint. Of course, you can't go on sprinting indefinitely. Your body needs to rest after a while after each burst of speed. This may sound elementary, but I'm telling you this to demonstrate a point. As a pugilist, it's essential to learn you to pace yourself in a fight, else you're liable to get worn out. And when that happens, the fight's as good as over. And you'd be sorry if you... Okay, well... where did he put it? Could be around here somewhere. Probably. No. He hid it in the guild. One of these days, I'm just gonna make a free company and put Miku in it, and then that'll be it. Excuse me while I reach behind these dancers. Oh my god, there's one in the fucking Thaumaturge Guild all the way down south. It's very tempting to be like, oh, well, since we're down there anyway. But I'm going to keep it at 1 class unlock per stream. As it does lead to 2 additional side quests every time. Okay. And Aetherite Plaza. My money lying out there. Yeah, here you go. Found all of it. 500 gil. Crikey, this is a good week's worth of... I mean, well done, Miku. Now that you're all warmed up, we can see to your lesson. A trial, to be precise. Take yourself to the... Oh my god. Who? Leave me alone. Why am I getting pointed at? Take yourself to a Scorpion's Crossing in Western Thanalan. There you'll find the large stones, the trial stones they're called. I want you to deal each of these stones a solid boot shine combo. The impact will arouse the earth sprites that sleep within, which you must then defeat. If you find yourself hard pressed, there's no shame in running away. You're still learning the ropes after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again. Remember this: strikes bring down opponents, but it's your footwork that keeps you standing. Now off you go, Miku. Good luck. Okay, I'm not dignifying this with a response. Goodbye. It's hard being a celebrity impersonator on Final Fantasy XIV. Oh. Okay, we definitely cannot kill the level 10 Sun Midge Swarms or the level 10 Desert Pisces? Oh! At least not yet. Be working on that over the next week, very slowly, probably. I can't promise progress in all classes every week, obviously. One of 4? Oh my god, there's another one. Well, at least I spotted all of them. I imagine this will be it for the quest. Yes. I'm gonna take out these cactuars first. we have the third hit in our combo. So, Monk has what we call positionals. This thing deals extra damage when executed from the side. There's no others, right? Okay, none out here. You know, I didn't even equip the new things. Like level 5 gear. So you've given the earth sprites what for? Well done, Miku. By smiting stone and earth, you forged unyielding weapons of your fists. You're a nigh endless fount of vigor, Miku. I, just like myself in my younger days. This must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about. Well, of course she's promising. She's training under Hamon Holy Fist. That's our master Hamon. Miku, I don't believe I've introduced my assistant yet. This is Chuchuto. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve Master Hamon's right hand, though there's still much and more I have yet to learn. Together, let us strive for mastery of our art. Chuchuto joined the guild soon after I was made its master. She was my very first student. As a matter of fact, well, there was one other to be sure, but let's not dwell on the past, Master. It was Miku's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect my gil from her? My gear is rather worn down, and I do need the money for repairs. Yeah, Miku's future with us is bright indeed. She keeps up her efforts, she may well become the next Holy Fist. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's ripe, I have another little lesson for you. Uh-huh. Taking the shirt. And with that, that is all I have for you guys this week. We're gonna head to the inn and log out. God, we're holding so much garbage. We need that. Oh, that's food. We can keep that. Don't need any of this at all. There we go. Clean our inventory. And off to the Adventurers Guild. Well, we didn't get through as much MSQ as I had hoped we would today, but you know, we got through some, and we did quite a few class quests. We unlocked Paladin, and Pugilist now, and Alchemist. I'd say it was a pretty productive day. Yeah, we're probably going to get through about half of the remaining MSQ next time, assuming that the levels don't outpace us again. I'm gonna try to get like Scholar up to level like 45 or something, just to like make sure we have something to. Oh god, I can't get Scholar to level 45. We'll be missing an ability. I'm gonna try to get it high at least. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for this week. Good night, Miku. There we go. And with that, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, have a great night, everybody.